Okay, hi everyone. We are in the first week of November, and this week we are. You're right. I just noticed you're crying. Okay, you ready? Okay. All right. Hi everyone, and welcome to week 1 of November. And this week we are focused on prostate cancer, and I have my very, very good mate here, Bob, with me to talk about this very important topic. So thank you very much for being a part of this journey and talking about prostate cancer. Would you want to share some ideas or thoughts about prostate cancer and who it generally affects in our community?
Yeah, I think prostate cancer is ignored by a lot of men. We would prefer not to know about it. Most men are afraid to find out.
Yeah.
You know, we don't want the truth, we don't know. But the value of what we have now, our medical system, is that it's such an easy thing to go and do. You go and have your blood test, your PSA test, and they will tell you. And if you catch it early, it's not a hard thing to manage.
Absolutely. So the PSA test you talk about is just a blood test?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think lots of men think that when you go and you have your prostate test, you've still got to go and do the digital test. But the truth is, you don't.
Yeah.
You go and they take the blood.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
They can tell you and catch it early. Sadly, I've had friends, mates, who didn't do the test, put it off because we're men and we don't need it, and paid the supreme price.
So early detection.
Early detection is
getting
paramount.
treatment is really, really important.
Yeah. The other thing is that the test can show other conditions that are related to the prostate that aren't necessarily cancerous. So there's lots of benefits in just going and getting yourself tested.
So that's why I think GPs talk about the fact that, once you hit the age of like late 40s, even 50s, you should go and get the blood test done.
Yeah, I have to go and have blood tests reasonably regularly. So when I go and have my blood test, they throw that one in as well.
What other barriers do you think there are for guys to actually access help in seeing a GP, and what do you think is stopping them?
Being a man, lots of men, including myself, have a morbid fear of doctors.
That's really interesting. Do you want to expand a little bit on that?
I think that we feel that we will be okay, we can cope, we can do this.
Yes.
And the reality is, in lots of ways we can, but in many ways we can't. We have to be honest with ourselves and say, look, I still need help. I still need people to be there to help me manage because I can't do it properly myself. Graciously, I grew up with a very wise father who always said, make sure you get checked.
Yep.
It doesn't matter what it is, go and get checked. And he was as bad as me.
I think when you think about the older generations and before, the challenge was even harder because of the stigma attached, the fear attached. Now we really need to break those stigmas down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. If you have one advice to give to all the guys out there around prostate cancer checkouts or even general health checkouts, what would that advice be?
Most of you have got families, even if it's not wife and children, you've got families. If you're going to care for your family, get the check.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing more devastating for a family than burying a member. So please don't let that happen.
That's really, really important and well said.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
My pleasure.
Thank you. And stay tuned for next week's November interview around testicular cancer. Please do continue to donate to Liam the Mo. I really appreciate every single dollar raised. It's really important towards men's health and men's mental health and suicide prevention. Take care. Thanks, Bob.
Cheers.
Cheers.